What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your friendly neighborhood BJJ podcaster, Raf Esparza, coming to you live from New Ground Jiu-Jitsu right now, and we are cleaning up the rest of our day. Listen, guys, it is a very, very busy time here in the world of Jiu-Jitsu. Today, we are closing out the rest of what has been a very long trials process, but we're getting it done here, folks. Now, what I want to tell you is, we've been having a great day so far. We've been enjoying all the action. We hope that you guys have been enjoying playing along, getting to watch along these matches with us. And we're kind of in that home stretch now. So we're starting to see the women's matches kind of come through. I think Valerie Wong from 10th Planet just got it done in Las Vegas. And we're seeing Samuel Barbosa on the bottom. I think that is him we're working on over that way. So let's go through a few of these things that we are seeing on our side. Just to let you know, looks like we have some upcoming bouts happening in just a few seconds, but let's give you some advice on what you want to keep your eyes on. Does look like in a second you will see some folks coming back in for their next matches. Looks like James Johnson is about to come up over on mat number 6 in a minute. And in a few, we are starting to get some more closing on outs for the day. So, just to kind of fill you in, we've seen a bunch of matches today. We've been doing our best to keep eyes on everything, but let's go ahead and take a look at some of the results you may have missed while we were gone. Just to fill you in, Micah Brakefield ended up getting a score win over Jose Antonio. Avery Brooks did fall to Sean Yadamarco, who won by referee's decision. A little bit earlier, Alec Balding continued in his winning ways over George Whitehead. Laura Kent did end up losing to friend of the show. Both of them are actually friends of the show. One, Katie Bohenik. And then you had Patty Ice coming up short against Kevin Crane. Meanwhile, in the rest of these, Gerard James did end up pulling out another win in the negative 88 kilogram division. So those are the most recent results. Meanwhile, on this side of the world, we're about to go to the 99 kg category. So the minus 99 kg category, we're circling back around, and I mean, this day just moves so quickly. If you have not been here for our coverage, one, where have you been? Two, we're happy to have you join us now. Super glad and appreciative. But three, if you would be so kind, we would love it if you could give us a like, a comment, a share, wherever it is that you are watching this. It is super importante to us that you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. And we have a lot of matches still to go. So just to let you know, even though it looks like we're on the back end of this, you know, we still have some work to do, and I hope that you guys are in for the long haul. And I'm checking over here, and it says, did Alec lose his second match? No, it looks like he won his last match. So it looks like you weren't paying attention the minute we were gone here. LOL snaps. I'm letting you know. I'm seeing a good attempt at a body lock pass here over on mat number 7, but that stopped short. Meanwhile, mat number 6 comes to a close. So that is continuing to go on. But yeah, it has been a very, very busy day. We are in a few of these, and it looks like the plus 65 kilogram for the ladies is happening. So we're doing our best to keep you guys posted. Now, you may not know a lot of these people, and there is some rationale here that this is a tougher division for this reason. A lot of these guys, when you're a standout in this division, we know you very quickly. But beating some of the bigger names in these divisions is difficult. I wonder if that is part of the reason why they are so underpopulated. Consider the following. When you look at who signed up, nice heel hook finish over on that side from Andrew George. Congratulations to him. He will advance. One of the things that we wanted to talk about was the men's plus 99 division at 45 people. Now, there are some people who used to say that the women's division didn't merit enough with their numbers to get another division. And yet they did add a third division for the last ADCC. That was great. But the middle division for the women's has just about as many as the men's. The main difference here is that the women's category, for all of them, all three of the women's categories, do not get automatic bids. They just get better seeding for the next tournament. So it doesn't really matter, honestly. And yet the men's at the plus 99 only have 6 more than the women's do. And they will get a bid. So it looks like that argument is starting to show its cracks. Not that we didn't know that to begin with, but if you're ADCC, you better start cooking up a new explanation, because I would argue you know just as many, if not more, of the women in these categories than you do some of these men who are currently on our screen. I think that's an easy way of saying it. There's a referee on mat number 1 just doing some calisthenics to stay warm. Anyway, needed to be said. But let's go ahead and check in on you guys. And it says, I went on a break when you went on a break. Well, I appreciate that. Yes, we are human. We do need to take breaks. We did stream, just so people are aware, we did stream for 3+ hours straight. Like 3 hours, 30 minutes, nonstop. So, you know, it's been a day and we're still going here, but I want to make sure that you guys continue to enjoy the day. Throw us some comments, throw us some likes, throw us whatever it is. You know, you could subscribe to us. We're on very many different channels here, so every little bit helps. We appreciate you guys for dropping in. My name, of course, is Raf Esparza. I host a show called The Grappling Hour. So if you're watching on a different channel, I'd love it if you'd go on over to the Grappling Hour channels. Give us some love. Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. Hint. Just saying, some of you thought we didn't have a Twitch, but we do. And I said it multiple times. Just saying. Boo. Anyway, that's the kind of day we're having, and that is a belly down armbar right there that happened on mat number 2. And it looks like that came from Lindsay Crosby. I'm so sorry if I butchered that name, but that was on mat number 2, a belly down armbar. Really cool to see. Meanwhile, looks like there was a finish over on mat number 3. Congratulations are in order over there. And a submission over on mat number 8. And you can tell the referee's like, bro, we don't have time for your on the knees pray moment of I didn't win. We don't have time. On mat number 5, somebody almost has like Muay Thai shorts and got a savage takedown. Just literally tossed him like a bag of ice. Couldn't tell if mat number 6 was frozen, so it's giving me a second here. But I will be honest, this is a learning exhibition here, because most of the people in this minus 99 category, I do not know. So we're going to learn together here, folks. You don't know them, I don't know them, here we go. And it says, I don't know, I still think you're a Tesla robot name, Ralph. Well, Ralph was my dad's name. Raf is what people call me. It's short for Raphael, but most people can't say it like that, so I just say Raf. Makes it super easier. And speaking of super easier, woo, some of these submissions not super easy to do. That looked like a slicer that was happening over on mat number 7. That is done. Meanwhile, mat number 5. Let's do the advisory on mat number 5. I feel like that's a good place to be. So let me go ahead and pull off the marker here. Just so you're aware of what we try to do here. We try to tell you on which matches to pay the most attention to, because there's so many different options. There's 8 mats, and at any given time, your eyes might dart around. And because your eyes might dart around, we try to put a little bit of emphasis on like, hey, watch this or this. So we are definitely trying to help you guys. What's up, Mustafa? What's up, Adrian? Good to see you guys. Appreciate y'all for joining in. If you are enjoying this, a like, a comment, a share, all that good jazz. It definitely goes a long way for us. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I mean, it's a busy freaking day. You guys can see how much work we put into this. We got mad love for doing it. It is just, it's a beast, dude. It's a whole thing. And it looks like right now on mat number 4, they go to a decision. And I think one gentleman does that. It says, that's how you know jiu-jitsu is not a real sport. We don't even have a prize. Yeah. We have they got a championship belt. So that is the thing they were selling us on this time, is they said, hey, if you win this one, you will get a championship belt. Now, that is what it is. So we're into the big boy division now. 99 plus divisions are getting some love. Let's give some notes to Evan Rosborough. I might be saying that entirely wrong, but Evan, a friend of the show, he's happening right now on mat number 6. Mat number 6 he's coming up on. So I'm trying to see who else is left. Okay. So what we've got on the next few mats. The homie, Gabe Carvalho Iacovino, he is coming up on mat number 2. And then a little bit later, trying to see who else is coming up. Evan on mat number 6 in a second. That's going to be dope to see. But yeah, that's what we got coming up right now. We got some more matches all over the place. Keep your eyes, ears perked up. It'll be great. And it says we don't have prize pick. I'm not sure if I know what you mean now. Now I'm kind of confused. I thought I had it, but womp womp. But if you are following along, would love to see likes, comments, shares, all that good jazz. But right now, the gentleman who is darting that other dude around, surprise, pulling off a win there. That was on mat number 5. So appreciate you guys. What's up, Instagram folks? What's up, Average Grappler? What is up, Dwyer? Thank you guys for joining along. I hope you're having a great day. Oh, the gambling app. Got you. Okay. I'll be honest. I don't know that we're good enough to gamble. Because if you've seen how they made odds for jiu-jitsu, doesn't go well. Don't love seeing that. I think it's in time. We'll get somebody smart enough to crack that code. But the current format is not super great. But in time. In time. If you guys have any questions, feel free. Let me know what you're thinking. My goodness. Getting notes from some friends here who are also watching along and have been sending in some very nice notes. So thank you guys all for tuning in. This is an incredibly busy week for everybody here. We have been seeing some of our friends doing some incredible work today. So we definitely try to bring some acknowledgement to them. Looks like Luke Elders and Benjamin Sutts are going to take place on mat number 1. We'll see how that one goes. Immediate pull of guard here I'm trying to see which one it is. I think that's actually Benjamin that just took the pull of guard on that one. But we're staying with mat 6. We want to see our boy Evan get a win if he can. They're going off mats. It's hard to fully see exactly what's happening here. I think they're going to reset them back center of the mats. Once we do that, we'll go from there. I see a note here that says, let me not say that too loud because the Gracies might find a new gambling app to scam everybody. oh no, see, but here's the thing. If you actually do, no. See, the thing is, it's not gambling, okay? It's just, it's predicting. It's fun. It's a game. And if we predict and you predict, then we can see who predicts better. And all we ask is just a flat fee for $149 per month. No big deal. It'll be great. You learn, I learn, everybody learns. That's the thing. You don't lose your money. You either win money or you learn. Huh? Huh? Wink. All right, our boy. I think that's nope. That's not him. Okay. It takes me a second to realize who's who in this, but it looks like damn Benjamin, who took that initial guard pull, was able to pull off the win against ADCC style no rash guard dude, who at least is cut. That dude is in great shape, so props to him. I'm going to check over here on our boy Evan. Evan is currently at 0-0. I can't tell if he is winning or losing because I can't see. I think there's a lockdown there. Big scramble happening over on that side. I mean, yeah, we just have to say it. There's a lot more people we don't know right now. And that's why we show up. We want to see the new people, and we are definitely getting that opportunity right here, right now. Because if you are not training partners with a handful of these people on the screen right now, I would love for you to tell us a little bit about them. Because yeah, I don't know a ton. I'm looking. I'm trying to know a lot about them, but I don't think I do. I can tell you Ali Walski is coming up on mat number 8 in a little bit of time, so get excited for that. She'll be there. Allison O'Connell is coming up on mat number 1. Stoked about that. She is great. Gabe Carvalho Iacovino is coming up on mat number 2 in a little bit. Thought that dude on mat number 5 was just tickling the other dude, honestly. The question is, this is awesome. ADCC rocks. Who you got winning? Whoever interviews with me, dude. You know that. I'm not gonna name names because then they won't come on the show. And I want everybody to come on the show. If they can, who wins? So we got a lot of people we're looking forward to seeing do well. Mo Black is coming up. Love to see that. Mo Black, friend of the show, one of our top 10 interviews of last year. And let's see. Yeah, Ali Waski on mat number 8. So we've got some stars coming in shortly. But we'll see who got the win over on mat number 6. I do believe Evan picked up the win. And man, that was unceremonial. Literally just the guy. I think the referee was like, it could have gone either way. So congrats to Evan for making it to the next round. And I'm looking to see who's coming up next here on these brands. I mean, this is really where you just kind of like take it in more than assert that you know more about somebody else or this person or that person. You just kind of like start to observe, what does this person like to do? For example, on mat number 5, you got Sean McCleary versus Ryan Torres. So that is pretty good. And it says, oh boy, that's a lot to read here. Are these jiu-jitsu athletes so sensitive they're not even a real sport in Olympics? They should take it as a great prize for someone to interview these bums. You would think so, sir. But they do have their feelings. And, oh my God, dude. Oh no. Oh no. This dude tried to do that like pass guard, shove the lower region of their body into that person's face and almost ended up in a belly down footlock. Like that was yikes. LOO Snapseed, back to your question. Anytime you have somebody who has a bit of ego, and some ego is not bad at all, You do run into issues where sometimes they don't want to interview with you. I would say 90% of the people 95 that we reach out to, they do an interview. And even if they can't fit it at that time, we find a time later on. So it's kind of cool. It is the 5% that sometimes become particularly like, I don't need to do that show. And I'm like, who else is trying to interview you? There's only a handful that do a topical show. I am one of them. So that's all. And we're pretty friendly, I like to think. Mat number 5, from underneath, there's a good Kimura over. Could be used as a sweep here. We'll find out if that is indeed what is at play. There's such a close just chop and sweep that could happen there. We'll see if that happens. But that is on mat number 5 with is that the Sean McCleary? No. Yeah, it is. It is. I see what happened there. That's why it's so hard to finish, because the Flow Arena is like a minute and change ahead of what you find on the broadcast. So the broadcast and this, sometimes you'll see the result and be like, oh, cool. Well, thanks for ruining that for me. But because it resets so fast, you don't even have the full time to process, take it in, all that sort of jazz. And it says, ADCC, I'm going to compete one day. Awesome, dude. That'd be great. It's a very tough tournament, though. I will tell you that. Meanwhile, back on mat number 2. That is not a great place to be in, but it's not a death sentence. It's just as this person's starting to attack that leg, there's not much defense, and yeah, that's the heel hook. And I think that dude just messed up part of his leg. Eek. Well, Colton, congratulations. You got the win over Christian, who, it's a tough spot. Sometimes when you're in that position where your opponent's attacking the legs and you can't really move, you don't necessarily know what you're supposed to do. Okay, let me see what this says. Your note here, LOL snapped, says, I'm a 4-time NCAA champion. I fought, I'm sure, in Pride and Strikeforce. We're not going to talk about Affliction. We don't count them. They bought them out after one show. I know. I went to those Affliction shows. They were out here in Cali. I think I went to 2 of them. I think I saw Fedor and, Andre Arlovsky, which was hilarious. And there was another one. And I felt like after that one, they were like, we're done. So, it is what it is. Let's see what we've got on the assembly line here. I think we're starting to round third on some of these matches. So, it might be a shorter day than usual, but we'll take a shorter day. Shorter days are nice. They'll allow us to get back to work. Andre Gibson versus Michael Smith. That is cool to see. Jean-Jacques, folks, in the mix here today. That is happening on mat number 8, so that's coming up right now. It says, and I talk to everyone. Well, I believe that. This question, out of everyone you've interviewed, who, past or present, you enjoyed interview? Those are good questions. Okay, I'm going to come back to this in a second, but I want to give some props to mat number 2 because my boy Gabe is a beast. Gabe Carvalho Inocovino is somebody who is a blind grappler. So what you're seeing on mat number 2, oh boy. Yeah, he got it's like I literally said he's blind, and then somebody double-legged him in the most savage way possible. Which, Tony, Toby, that is your job. Yeah, and he gets it done very quickly. But I got to tell you this. Gabe is a freaking savage, and looks like he has lost a shit ton of weight since the last time we saw him. Gabe, love you, bro. I hope all is well. You're better than us, bro. I can't even get out there and do what you do. I love that dude. He's a longtime friend of the show. Oh my God. The ref is coming over, making sure he's shaking hands, guiding him on over the way. I love that guy. He's the best. All right. Mo Black. Yeah, let's do an advisory. Mo Black is on mat number 4. That's our girl, man. Mo Savage, incredibly talented. We will tell you guys that is where you need to be right now. So Mo on mat number 4. That is our trending mat to watch right now. Okay. You know, I have to say one of the people who very first took time out of their schedules to give us time from their schedule, Gary Tonin, one of our favorite persons to interview. He's a giant goofball of a human being, but we've always done great interviews together. And I would say there's so many other people over the years. Craig's a fun interview no matter what. I always like chatting with him. You know what I like? I just like it when people know who they are and they don't try to be interesting. Like they just are themselves, and that will always be more interesting than the person who just is like very cocky and confident that they're just entertaining. It's just mostly, it's natural, it's fun. So when you get a good sense of flow with that interviewee, it's pretty cool. But yeah, Gary's like one of the little brothers I never wanted sort of a guy. So yeah, I like that. Oh no, see that's where you're wrong. I'll answer who's good and who we've had good interviews with. I'm just not going to answer who's going to potentially be on the show, because these goons, like somebody once tuned in, we had a preview show. I didn't pick that person. The event happened. The person went back and watched our show and told me like, "Hey Raf, I heard you didn't pick me." And I go, "I didn't." And he's like, "Well, I have feelings about that." I was like, "You won still. Who cares?" So he at least was fun to give shit to. And it says he's playing like Daredevil or just like fake line. No, I think he's for real pretty blind. I think he said he's got very limited vision. So, you know, I'm not going to sit there and just be like, "Hey, I need a test to show me how blind you are." Like nobody's going to say that, dude. But he is a friend of the show, and I'm happy he got out there. Gary Tonin, yeah. Gary Tonin's a long time friend of the show. And by the way, he spells it 2 R's. Because he's not cool like Gary Oldman, who only does 1 R. Oh, God. He's like Daredevil blind. Listen, you say these things, not me, brother. All right. Still in the plus 99, plus some of the ladies coming on through. I see over on the bottom, it looks like Emily Hauser takes a L on that one. Okay, down bottom right, that is Michael Smith versus Andre Gibson. Let's take a look at what's coming up very shortly up on the docket. I think the Flow Arena app is kind of annoying. It's hard to say. Okay, here we go. Aislinn O'Connell coming up, mat number 1. That was good to see. Letting you guys know. Maka Vickers happening on mat number 3. That'll be great to see. I think, yeah, we just saw the end of that one. So Mo Black got that done. Congratulations. Dayashi Goto coming up again very shortly. Rana Wilnick coming up on mat number 8 in a few seconds. And Ali Woski coming up very, very soon on mat number 8. So after the Michael Smith and Andre Gibson match, you will see them take place on mat number 8. Oof. Joshua Ramos, representing Ramos Jiu-Jitsu in the plus 99 kg category, happening on mat number 1. I don't have an advisory right now yet. I'm trying to see the lay of the land before we make any adjustments here. Eek. Ugh. It is a long ass day, y'all. But I hope you're enjoying it. We've just been going nonstop here. Oh, I see Hoffa showed up. Hoffa, why didn't you come say hi? Literally just showed up to say what's up and then bailed. What a jerk. How dare you just show up and not say anything, brother? But it is nice to see people who are competing in this slowly showing up to see what's going on as we do our broadcast. So we appreciate all of our friends dropping in. And now we're going to see if I can actually broadcast this to my Instagram. Yeah. It says, oh, I don't know what to do with this. You look like that smart kid that played in the movie. I can find this guy. Well, you piqued my interest, and now I want to see what it is. This dude literally saying, like, you look like that one smart kid. Who knows where that's going to go? But I will entertain it. So, there that. Let us take a second here to look and see. It is so wild to see how long this day goes. Like, we will likely be done in the next hour or so, I want to say, hour and a half. So we're very much on the upside of this. I feel like we're making excellent progress. You guys have been very fun. If you like our show, go check us out at Grappling Hour, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all that sort of jazz. You know where to find us at this point. So I'm going to put that there. And if you guys are enjoying it, drop us a line. Tell us what you enjoy about this broadcast. Tell us who you're excited to see compete, or somebody who has yet to go that you want to see go. So here we go. And you know what? Yeah, let's do it like that. Bam. And just in case you guys are wondering, we are still pretty close on all of this getting done. So just remember, we are going to be back here tomorrow in case you are wondering, like, where, when you'll be able to catch this in the future. We'll be back here tomorrow. We've got plenty to talk about, plenty to do. But if you guys want to continue the party with us, we're going to be happy to have you joining us. It is just a long-ass day. It says, I think it's a little vampire or a little monster, one of them. Got it. I think I know who you're referring to, but I think you're going to make a big stretch. And it says, I found a new stream menu, and Alex should do a dual stream. Sure. I mean, Alec is a friend. I have no issue with that. Alec is somebody who I love dearly. All right. Some good news here, but also some bad news. My boy John Combs is about to make his way back onto the show, but he is going to be taking on Declan Morrissey. I actually thought it was Declan Moody, but Declan Morrissey I can do. Sorry, when I initially read it, I was like, I don't want him to take him on. I don't like that match. But don't forget, John Combs is also a former ADCC Trials champ. He has won before. I think it was the ADCC Trials, oh boy, 2021? 2019, one of those. This says, I'm excited for ADCC tomorrow. Dorian, Keith, Gavin, and everyone did a great job today. I can't say who will win, but I love jiu-jitsu. That's awesome. We do have some heavy hitters still to show up, and we do know that it's going to be an important, long, long day to figure out who is going to be attending next year's ADCC and what is even that going to look like next year. You know, there's apparently a gentleman's agreement between Craig Jones and Mo where it's supposed to be like they're best friends now. Who knows how that's going to work? I have no idea if they're going to be besties, if they're going to hate each other, if they're going to love each other. A long time is a year, and a lot of things can happen in that time. So, very interested to see how everybody plays nice for the next few months. Okay. So it says they just walked him to the Gaio. All right. What do we got here? Ramos, Maka Vickers on mat number 3, who was an incredible standout at the PGF recently. She competed, had a really good match. She's awesome. She's somebody to watch, and I would say Dayoshi Goto on mat 5 should be somebody to watch. He is always very, very interesting from Web MMA. Is that Aislinn? No. Okay, guys. We have some business to attend to as we continue to watch these matches. But Maka Vickers is going to be our one to watch on this one. So we'll put up an advisory. Mat number 3. Mat number 3 is the mat that I want you guys to have eyes on. So let's kill that out for right now. Now let's see what Maka Vickers is able to do. She's going right to work here with 5:20 to go. I think she's trying to force this. Yep. Oh my goodness. Good pressure there. Looking to take the back off of it. Has an armbar set up with a little bit of a triangle insurance. Oh, and Corbin's back on mat number 4. Mat number 4. Corbin Laporte from Simple Man Jiu-Jitsu versus Andre Petrosky. And I'm trying to see who has the anklet here. I feel, oh boy. Oh, wow. Wow. That was impressive. That was a good read. So that was Andre, who was trying to jump over, got a little overzealous, left his hand, and mid-jump, Corbin was able to keep a lock on the hands and got a armbar in transition. That was pretty dope. Very, very well done on his part. But yeah, all right. For you guys who are watching right now, who have you been most impressed by today in this competition? Let us know in the comment section if you've got anybody that has impressed you today thus far in. It says, how many TVs do you have in that one room? It's a great question. It's not TVs as much as it is one TV. So I will give you a look at how my setup looks right now. And what is impressive about this setup is the fact that what I like to do for these shows is I like to make sure that I'm not missing any of the action if possible. It is a lot to take in, so your brain does sometimes get overwhelmed, and sometimes you'll see shit that you're like, oh my god, did I see something that happened, or am I imagining it? I think I hallucinated that one finish. So there is a little bit of that. But having said that, otherwise, an incredible viewing experience that I try to curate based off of the terribleness of Flow's ability. Like on Flow, you should be able to do a multi-view of more than just a few mats. But what ends up happening is, getting the shutdown. Apologies for that. Got a couple blinks on the cameras, so I just want to make sure we're still good. I see a comment here I'll get to in a section. But just so you guys can see, this is what my setup looks like. So when you ever wonder how it is I'm able to keep tabs on everything, it is because I basically take that So what you'll notice there are all 8 screens divided up, and then there's me taking a photo of it like an idiot. But yeah, it's basically me having mini screen versions. So look how small everything is in the print. It's hard to follow everything perfectly, but it gets the job done. So that's essentially what the day looks like when I am doing these things. Let me see here. Nathan, LOL. That's funny. It says, I was impressed with everyone. Julian is a monster on the mat. Keith is phenomenal. And Dorian Alvarez, he's cool. Everyone impressed me. Yeah, those are, I mean, honestly, the big standouts that you would expect. And nice. Nice work there. Okay, let's give some short updates here. Diashigoto is now 7-0 on mat number 5. Rana Wilnick on mat number 7. Mat number 7, Rana Wilnick. And then Aislinn O'Connell happening on mat 1 still. Just to keep you guys informed. No lie, I wish UFC Fight Pass buys Flow. Yeah, I don't think they got the money, dude. I'm going to be really honest with you. I think most of the product is more concentrated for the UFC on their prime time ticket off of Paramount. And Paramount's going to be raising the costs. And it sounds like their package deals are going to be UFC BJJ, slapboxing, whatever that dumb thing is. And I don't think they're interested at all in any further grappling properties, if I were to be candid with you guys. It was a fast ass match on mat number 3. So that happened there. Ooh, okay. Let's take a look at what we could expect. All right. Aislinn O'Connell still mat number 1. Looks like she's doing pretty well. I think she's ahead 5-0. So that's good. Like a break field. I think he picked up a win. Hard to say. And that is happening. Ian Dabe, he's about to make his, I think this is his debut. He's been hitting up gang of ADCC Opens. A favorite of Mo Jassim's. David Ramos of Ramos Jiu-Jitsu about to make a return. Excuse me. Amir Alam is coming up from Salt Lake City, 10th Planet, in just a few minutes. As we mentioned a little bit earlier, Rana Wilnick is happening right now on mat number 7. So those are some quick updates. It looks like they're returning back to the minus 99 category, which means they'll probably go up one more time to the plus 99s. I got to make sure. I'm not sure if we're running out of all the plus 99s. There were a lot less plus 99s. So it's a little there. I see this sweet yawn. I don't know exactly what that means. If that meant that I was yawning. If so, yes, I am a human being. But it is. If you have been up and broadcasting for over, what is this now? It's been at least 4.5 hours of broadcasting. You get to yawn a couple times. It's built in the bylaws. People don't know that, but it's there. Okay. So from these, I'm looking to see how much more we have them as another yawn. Look at that. You ask for a yawn, you get a second one. Okay. But that is what's up. Padilla, BJJ, Pennsylvania. I think that's exactly what it is. You just broke it down. I think a second ago I thought I saw. What's up, Lior? Y'all can't do that to me. You can't make yawns contagious when I'm like completely going on adrenaline at this point. Not even caffeine. All right, back on mat number 8. Michael Smith, and then that is Kyle. Sorry, hard to read that name, so I got to reference the chart here. These hand triggers really get ridiculous toward the end of the day. Kyle DeSantos, thank you for that. Okay. I think Aislinn picked up the win on mat number 1. We're going to move forward. And then I'm going to look back over mat number 7, Rana Wilnick. I think she was on the back. No points yet. Close on the hooks. Ooh. Might be on an arm bar. Changing that on over. A little bit of a shotgun arm bar there. Nope, loses it. Has to be very careful. He can't quite give up that position. That would be points. Okay, that is happening right now. It does look like no points, still 142 left to go on that one. Ooh, boy. This has been a very, very busy day, my friends. Let me tell you who is coming up in the near future because you need to be reminded. Ian Dabe about to come up on mat number 2. Ian Dabe coming up on mat number 2. Meanwhile, the Kyle DeSantos and Michael Smith match taking the honor of going off the mats. But, you know, here's the nice part. Everybody's been relatively off the mats in a very respectful way. We've seen people go off the mats in a very stupid way in the past. And that includes our friends like Cody Steele, who, you know, incredible jiu-jitsu, incredible athlete. Why are we suplexing people on a dirty jersey carpet? At least this time there's just floor that feels bad to be on top of. And I think there was a submission here, so congratulations are in order for Kyle DeSantos, who gets it done and moves on in the competition. Okay, so from that, we're also going to see Brandon Reed making another appearance. Coming up on mat number 2 in a short amount of time, Evan Rosborough is about to re-show back up on mat number 4. Henrique Ferreira is coming up on mat number 4 as well, shortly after that. Amir Alam coming up mat number 5. And then, right now, Achilles Rocha about to come up on mat number 7. And then it does look like mat number 8 might be closed down. So we might be nearing the end on that side here, folks. You know, that's the funniest part about day 1. Day 1 is not necessarily the big surprise day. It's just more so like the formality day. When you see these people advance, you're just kind of like, damn, that's an impressive work. All right. We are now at 51 minutes of doing this broadcast. This version we did 3 hours and 40 plus, or 3 hours and 40 minutes plus the previous one. So if you're liking the show, would love a like, a comment, a subscribe wherever you're watching this. Let us know that you're enjoying it. Let us know what you're enjoying about it. That, etc., etc., would be the most appreciated. And I see a win happening over here. That looked like, I think it was for Emilio. I was on mat 4. We'll come back to that shortly. Okay. Searching back around, it looks like mat 3 is going to come to a close pretty soon. Mat 6 coming to a close pretty soon, and mat 8 coming to a close. So we await those last matches there. We'll go ahead and put the advisory now for mat number 2. Mat number 2, just to give some love to our buddy. One of the best interviews that we did back in 2023. Yes, and I think that's Ian Dabe. So that's going to be mat number dos. Mat number dos. Like we said, if you guys are enjoying the show, leave us a like, a comment, a subscribe, wherever it is you're watching it. Means a lot. Love seeing you guys joining us, having some fun, dropping some likes in the content sections. You know, just living life, y'all. I can't tell what mat number 3 is supposed to be on. I think they just panned over to the wrong side. All right, Ian Dabe, about to go to work right now on mat number 2. That is the advisory that we put on. So good luck and Godspeed to him. So for him, if he wins, this is the round of 32. He goes on to tomorrow. Yeah, so I think that's how we're seeing some of these start to shore up and be finished on that side. Toby Brown, who we saw a little bit earlier, should have a fun pull with Ian Dobb, who has some great experience. He trains a lot with Keenan Cornelius and with PJ Barch, kind of a best of all worlds approach. For a big man, he definitely wrestles well. Obviously, that's a big part of his background. But he is, that was a good duck. I liked seeing that right there. And he's just stalking Toby Brown down. Toby went in for a shot. Didn't have much to shoot for there. And then on mat number 5, a finish happens. And I think, my friends, that was for Damon Ramos. Damon Ramos getting it done on mat number 5. Now there is a leg lock scramble that's happening on mat number 6. Definitely got to get that leg free. There's some bend there. And yeah, I think he was saying a verbal tap. Didn't want to have to do that, I'm sure. Evan Roseborough on mat number 4. Friend of the show. Happy to see him doing good work. Okay. I'm seeing good things all the way around. If you guys are seeing stuff that you're liking, let me know in the comment section what we should be keeping eyes on, in case we aren't doing a good enough a job of keeping you up to date on it. But Ian Dabe looking pretty good. Already secured a pass, not in the point section, but looks very solid where he's attacking right now. Oh, my goodness. Let's look to see what matches are coming up still. I think we might be, like I said, nearing some of the end of this. So I'm going to call up the upcoming bouts, and I think you're going to see less and less happening on what is going down today. I think they're going to get down to those semifinals in every single one of those matches. Ooh, Evan just made a small tactical error, and that is right as points are about to happen. So his opponent might be looking in for some hooks, which would end the day for him and the weekend. So, from what I can see here, we really might actually be pretty close to done. I think they're trying to get to somewhere around 7:16, I think, is the last match of the day. So I think they're trying to speed through that. Ian looking for some back points here. Has a good gift wrap. Has to settle. Amir looking to attack that leg, but man, has a really funky almost go-go clinch setup from top. Ah, that's my best friend in the world, Bobby. What's up? Love you, brother. It says, are you on Twitch now too? Yeah, I'm on Twitch at Grappling Hour. We got a little bit everywhere, sir. People can't get rid of us. Looks like Amir is going to advance tomorrow. That was on mat number 5. Gets the submission done. Yeah. Of course, you can't tell because they have the camera still pointing at the ground. So, womp womp. Okay. I just saw that thing go up. It's really annoying when I'm trying to make it tell me how many matches we have left. And it goes, here you go. Here's the amount. There we go. All right. Mats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all have less than 3 matches left. So, mat 1, 2 matches, including the one you're seeing right now. Mat 2, 2 matches. After this one, Brandon Reed will be on mat number 2. Mat 3, one more match after this. Mat 4, Evan Rosborough. Still pointless. So that means they're going to probably go to some overtime here in a second. Even if his opponent gets this Kimura trap, which I don't think he's going to. Oh, that's a big opportunity for Evan. Evan really has to be careful. Oh, my goodness. From bottom to top, that could mean points in some instances, but that was more of a scramble. So the opponent not getting... Oh, nope. Nick did get those 2 points. Nick Hartman is going to ease into a win here unless Evan is able to get a takedown. But I think that Nick's going to do just enough to keep him at bay. Oh, man, yeah, Evan's really having to work overtime. He's looking for this takedown. He goes all the way across, goes into the crowd. Now they're going almost to where the warm-up mats are. That's how incredibly forceful they are. Back take happening on mat number 7. Mat number 7, not quite at a rear naked choke. And that is going to expire the time for friend of the show, Evan Rosborough, who will come up short. That will end his ADCC weekend. And Ian Dabe with 16 points. Wow. I have to tell you, it is impressive to get that many points in just 3 minutes time. It is an impressive, impressive feat. So shout out Ian Dabe. I think that is the new record for today. Okay, I'll follow. Thank you, sir. Ay. That is a long, long journey for him. So even though Ivan Dabe finishes that match on mat number 2, there's one more with another standout who has some kind of heat on him right now. Brandon Reed, somebody who has a lot of attention on him. As we do wind this down, reminders, you guys, like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe on all of our channels. It is heavily appreciated if you guys can find us at Grappling Hour. Give us some love. Give us a like. Give us a comment. Give us a subscribe. It means a lot. So hopefully we will see you on here tomorrow. But we're not quite done. We are circling toward the end. But we still got a little more work to do. Dorian Alvarez versus Julian Espinoza is the fight I want to see. It's a good match. It's a very good match. I mean, Dorian is one of the favorites. We have to be very clear about that. Dorian is super good at what he does. He's been here before. He knows how to get it done. And he's young enough where this is not taxing on him. Like, it looks like an effortless day to him. All right. Looks like there is one more match on mat 7 after this one. And I see the first 6. I think mat 6 is done for the day. Mat number 3 with 3 points. Andrew is going to pick up the win. Mat number 2, referee's playing Olay, even though I think he still has one more match, bro. So let's not get ahead of everything here just yet. All right. They get raced back to the middle of the mats. Nice little shuck under. Beautiful takedown on Achilles. It's still early in the points part, or the non-points part, so it didn't really matter there yet. And let me see. Yep, already talked about that one. Thank you for that. All right. You got a mount. Here, the action has ended. So, mat 6 is the first one to finish. So, that is good for that business. That means we got 1 down, 7 to go. Now, Achilles does pick up 2 points, even though it looked like he was initially going to be on the recipient side just a few seconds ago. That tells us we're about a minute and a half behind on the match, at least from what I'm seeing on the box score to that. Then this dude that kind of looks like Mario Lopez is leaving mat number 1. All right, friends, these are the last few matches. We are very close to being very finished. And when we are finished, it's a good time to remind you guys, tomorrow we'll be back on same time, 6 a.m. I'm sorry, 7 a.m. Best Coast time, 10 a.m. East Coast time. And from there, we'll be doing coverage all day long to walk you from the semifinals to the finals to see who exactly, armbar attempt here. Oh my goodness. Achilles is trying to slam him down, does manage to get out of it, but that was a very solid attempt. Wow. That was Noah Cressell. That was pretty dope here from Peace Garden Grappling Club. Nothing peaceful about that one, sir. Mat number 8, there is a finish, and that is a win for Brian Jackson, I believe. Congratulations are in order for him. That will likely conclude that one. Mat number 5, I just saw someone raising their hands, and I think that might be Andre Castillo. Congratulations to him. Mat number 4. There is a back take here. Minute 30 left to go. That is plenty of time to get a rear naked choke, but oh man, he's doing a makeshift twister. Gets to the tap. Well done on that one. Huge slam on the mats for that for Stephen Mason. Stephen Mason, who was already ahead 6-0, finishing off Henrique Ferreira. And man, an impressive day for him. Mat number 3 is concluded. Mat number 2 is concluded. Mat number 4 is concluded. So just a little bit left to do here, folks. But this has been, all in all, a very interesting day. I believe we've been doing some good work, and I feel like you guys hopefully have enjoyed this broadcast. Again, likes, comments, shares, all that jazz. Super appreciated as we continue to blow this thing up. And tomorrow it is going to be an even more intense day. Like today, no major spoilers, no major upsets. I see my boy Nick Ortiz was here a little while ago, and then I see, oh my goodness, another friend, the Macanita MMA himself. Yeah, what's up, brother? Good to see you, Beto. Or should I say Berto? You know what you are. It has been very fun seeing all of you guys joining us on this very long journey. We still have tomorrow again. We will start bright and early, so do not miss out. Make sure you're with us all day because we do all coverage. And, you know, Achilles and Noah, they're going to be 2 of the last matches I think you do see. And judging from it, those 2 points might be enough to secure that for Achilles. Oh, some randos trying to beat up one of the refs, and it looks like they're going to indulge it. It says Keith Krikorian, the guy's wrestling is awesome as well. I mean, Keith's been doing a great job. Keith is a guy who really spent time as a wrestler first, then made his way into jiu-jitsu. So it's been fascinating to watch his journey. And, now, even though he pulls guard incredibly well, he is not afraid to scrap. I think it's just a matter of he's a very strong analyst and does a case-by-case basis. So he's not afraid to mix it up here and there. The last matches over on mat 7 and mat 5 are the last remaining ones to go. So, although my mat 5 just concluded, so I don't know what the hell. I don't know what any of that means. I think Andrew Tive. Okay, so mat 3, my apologies. Mat 3 and mat 7 are the last 2 matches of the day. And then you'll see over on mat number 1, they're just actually doing some random ass discussion over footlocks. Like, look at these nerds. They're over on the side. The day has ended. And they're just going over extra footlock technique. Like, if you're that tired, go home. And I think... Yep, I'm seeing that right now. That should be enough to give the decision win to Achilles. Here's just one thing I want to show you. This is these referees on mat number 1. This is how you can tell maybe they haven't been worked enough. That they're literally just enjoying themselves like giant goofballs. Before I do that, I got to move something else here. But, oh, hey, what's up? I didn't see you over there. That's right. We've got multicam on this bitch. We only used this one today because I didn't really have a use for the other ones. I just set them up to begin with. Look at this, dude. Go home. Why are you guys doing footlock practice here? That's what I got to say about that one. Okay, cool. So, mats 3 and 7 still continuing on right now. You got 0-0 over on mat number 3 at 51 seconds. We could be going to referee's decision or an overtime next. Meanwhile, mat number 7, Alex Darigi versus Zaid Hussein. That is a battle between Phoenix MMA and Fitness versus the Immortals one himself. It does look like on top you are seeing Alex try to put that top pressure on. Meanwhile, over on mat number 3, this is an experiment for that front headlock game, which was turning into a submission. Didn't quite have it. North-south position here. That should be good enough almost for a pass. Oh, no. He didn't quite establish the position with long enough, so now they're going to go to overtime. Yikes. That's the stuff that always breaks my heart. ADCC takes so long to register the points that sometimes you're in the control and then you end up having to go to overtime where you were pretty much, if that 6 minutes didn't expire, I wouldn't say guaranteed to pass the position, but in a good place. In a pretty good place. Looked like a wrist lock was attempted there on mat number 3. Nothing doing. So they're in overtime. Mat number 3. Meanwhile, mat number 7, a little bit of a rush. Almost a takedown that should be enough for takedown points. Oh, but it's not points yet. Still within the first 3 minutes. Oh, that is wild. Eek. Well, you can see the wear and tear this is for everybody. It is a long day's night, y'all. And as we mentioned, tomorrow we'll be back for more coverage. The semifinals on down should be a very fun day. We have 8 different weight classes to get through. And for those 8 different weight classes, if we're going from rounds of 16, that means they'll have to win 1, 2, 3, and 4 more matches tomorrow. So It's not a short day, but they break it up so that it's half and half, essentially. Almost a takedown here. I mean, these guys are exhausted, but Andrew Tive trying to get it done. He's on a front headlock. It can be exhausting, and both these boys are plus 99 kg. Ooh, almost had the back. Super nimble there. Impressive on his part. Got to be honest. Now doing that shotgun armbar. Over on mat number 7. Doesn't quite have it. Trying to extend. Bringing the leg over. Has to be careful about giving up any points in this position, especially in overtime. But it does look aggressive from that position. Now he's in on an arm. He has some heft to that with a little bit of a triangle help with the legs. Oh, man. Back over on mat number 3. Front headlock is weighing and sagging down Sean. But Sean Ambrizio has to get some work in. 30 more seconds. He would have to address that almost Dragon Sleeper-esque guillotine modification that's happening there. And I think you could see over on mat number 7, both these boys just getting really exhausted. It's just tiring. Especially this far into the end of the day when most people are gone and eating dinner. Woo! It is a long day for those guys as well. And I think right now you could see Andrew Tive realizing he will advance tomorrow to what is assuredly a very difficult day of competition that will follow. And with the last few seconds of regulation, not quite a pass. Well, really, if you're at this point, that's almost a pass. You're stuck in that half guard. Up top here, is that, I think that's Zaid. Zaid Hussein, almost. That should be a pass. That should be enough. That's 3 right there. That, if he holds it for the next 30 some odd seconds, 37 seconds, he will have the win. He will continue tomorrow, and it is looking very promising right now as there's just few seconds left on that clock. It means that with those last 10 seconds that are coming up here shortly, that we will be at the end of our coverage for the day. So here's some reminders, guys. 1, get some rest. Be up tomorrow early. Be ready to see this broadcast. If you haven't done so already, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Whatever it is you need to do. Make sure you are back here tomorrow so that we can all watch the semifinals and the finals together, because this is about to be an incredible day of competition. We're going to find out who the next participants of the upcoming ADCC are about to be. And if you're anything like me, you're probably interested in that. We'd love it if you check us out also at our Patreon. That's patreon.com/grappling hour. It really does mean a lot when you guys support the show. And if you want to come get some merch, go on over to rafesparza.com/merch. But we're going to sign off for right now. Just know I appreciate you guys for hanging out with us so long today. We'll be back tomorrow. And we will be right back here from New Ground Jiu-Jitsu. It has been a blast. Ladies and gents, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. It's been a great day for grappling. We'll see you back on the mats.